Does it work now? It works now. All right. And clapping for the start of the stream.
No.
No. Why does everything break? No, yes, no, maybe? Doesn't seem like this is gonna go well. Oh, I see. Hold on. Be with you in a second. This'll work. There, see? Andrew's already testing it.
Bougie coffee time.
Awesome.
Thank you,
$15.
Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. She's officially still hiding over there, even though you can hear her. So I guess the magic's gone. So we might as well bring in the co-host since the audio was messed up this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Okay. We're here. You test yours a second.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Mine's might be a little louder than yours.
Steve Schwartz says hello. Hi, Steve.
Awesome.
You guys hear me okay?
Okay.
Yep.
Also, there's one thing. There's just so many things to
5
poke
by
at.
5. There we go.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, good. All right, so audio issues aside, hello everyone. How are you? My co-host and I are here. We are going to do the BoxTurtle build. We've been talking about it for weeks, it seems like. I have all the parts printed. I will show you. We ended up last time with ASA, Prussian ASA. We were going to do it's called Sapphire Blue. It's kind of a navy color, I would guess, and white. So it should be, somewhat visually pleasing. So that's good. The dryer's running. You have a little extra entertainment with clothes going around in the background, so that's good as well. That's pretty much all there is to it. There are a whole lot of BoxTurtle builds going on YouTube right now. I know Steve's building one. Kilpper is building one. There's all kinds of these out there, but it's a lot of fun. Hopefully we're going to knock out a lot of it today. There is a lot of folks in the chats. Jerry is here, making sure everyone knows who the boss really is. Martin from 3D Iceland. Chris Russell is here. Sergio is here. Jose is here. Steve Schwartz. Mike from Never Let the Machines Win. All kinds of awesome people are in the chat. I saw Magnus earlier. Always good to see Magnus, as well as some other people. So, there we go. The introduction is done. Now we can get to business. Co-host, how are you?
I'm good. Good.
Excellent.
I had a cold all week, but I'm feeling better. I'm on the mend. I'm not 100%, but I would say I'm 90%.
You sound a little stuffy, but not bad. Not
a little bit, yeah.
Hopefully that's it, though. No more sickness the rest of the winter. Everybody's had it at least once. We are going to be good from here on out. I can just feel it.
We're done. Jeremy Lucas is here. Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy Lucas.
Anyway, yeah. So, and no more snow days.
No more
over
snow, please.
At least, though, I didn't have to take any sick time. We had snow days all week this week, except for Friday. We ended up going in on Friday, but by then I felt better. It started kicking in on Sunday at night. When you say Sunday night, I started feeling kind of bad. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was just a wash. And then Thursday, I started feeling a little better. And then yesterday, a little better. You know how it goes, guys. So
you're progressing well, though.
I mean, you take the cold weather and you lay around and you do nothing, and you sleep and eat. And Chris was so great. He went out and got me medicine and candy and an orange pop.
I braved the elements, left the house for like the first time in a month, and went and got NyQuil and I don't even remember what it's Skittles. NyQuil and Skittles. That's what it takes to get over a cold. NyQuil
Tart ropes
and Skittles.
And the most important thing, Ferrero Rocher.
Yes, I went a little
he got
overboard.
us he got me a few Ferrero Rochers to. Although chocolate when you have a cold it's good. Ferrero Rocher is good anytime, so you just eat. Those are my favorite. But you want to stick to the tartier candies, not the chocolate candies. When
So
you're
it gives you the illusion of citrus and something healthy.
yes.
Before I get started building this thing, I do want to call out, and I've said this before, but the manual for BoxTurtle is the best one I've ever seen in my life. They have gone to great lengths, and you can change the color based on the scheme that you picked, and it will update in the manual that you're building with, so you don't get confused. How cool is that?
That's really clever.
I mean, this is like they've really gone above board. You know, I commend them for making the BoxTurtle. I don't know who put together the manual. I don't know them personally. I commend them for the BoxTurtle. It's a really awesome project, but whoever made that manual isn't getting paid enough. They probably didn't get paid at all because this is open source. But still, somebody should take them on and give them hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that for every company. Well done. Well done. I like to call that stuff out when I see it. Let's talk about parts real quick. So we did do ASA, the sapphire blue ASA, and the white. So I've got something to say about all of that. So this is sapphire blue, but on the outside, I did use jet black to kind of give it a little bit of a two-tone, jazz it up a little bit. So we printed all these on the XL. They came out well, but it leaves two-tone. And then in the trays, I did the same thing. I used the embossed version, and there's a black little BoxTurtle in there. He's adorable. Now, on the white parts, this was pretty interesting. I shared this over on Twitter, or whatever it's called. The blue parts, they are super impressive. These were all done on the Core 1. And honestly, the Core 1 was as a new machine. I just started cranking these out right when I got the machine. The blue parts, they look really good. The white ones did not come out that great. Like, here's an example of one of the white parts. And it's not just it being a different color. They just didn't come out that well. And so I went back and printed some of the parts that were supposed to be white. I went back and printed them in that blue ASA just to see what the difference would be. And here it is side by side. If it'll focus, you can do it.
There it goes.
Yeah. So you can see how much cleaner those blue parts are than the white. So that was concerning. So I started print. The blue parts were going great. Then I started printing white parts. They weren't going so well. And then I switched back to blue, and everything was fine. Now it was all Prussian filament. The only thing that I can say is the sapphire blue was straight out of the box, a whole roll, and the white was signal white ASA, I believe, is the color. That's what they call the color. It had been around a while, and there wasn't very much left on the spool. I have no idea what was actually causing that issue, why the filament would have caused the issue, but it did. It's not a big enough issue to cause us any problems with the project. It don't look so good. So there was that, but I think we'll be fine.
Sergio's here.
Awesome. Sergio, hello. The sides of the trays have the lines down one side strange.
XL doesn't like old filament.
Yeah, I could see that. You can see, like...
Oh.
You just unplugged that?
Yes, I went to move the space heater a little closer and I unplugged it.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Hold on just a second.
Do you want to flip while you get things organized?
Where is the plug?
It's underneath that red bin over there. Go ahead. Yeah, above that. There you go. Jerry's talking about the lines on the trays. If you look real close when you print these, at the walls, the inside features, they really do shine through on the outside of the part. So a lot of that is what you see. Also, a lot of these have built-in supports, and I left these on here so I could show you this. With ASA, they just come off. You can just beep. But they have anything that they need supports, they built that in. So that's always good to see. But you can definitely tell, I mean, that's a pretty thin wall. You can see the on the outside. It's going to work just fine. But if you see those on your parts, just know it's more about how it was created than anything you got going on. Yours keep cracking at the sports. Was it put in a dryer? Peter, that's a great question. So I have a forced air dryer, one of the, like a scientific style oven for all my filament to dry. I dried the white at 90°C for 4 hours and then tried to rerun the prints with pretty much the same results. It's definitely, it has to be inaccurate filament size because it looks like inaccurate extrusion, mis-extrusion with the filament. So something happened on the tail end of that spool, something happened, I have no idea. I've never had that problem with Prussiamint before, but it is what it is on this one. Plus white also brings out any little flaw. That's a factor as well. So with all that out of the way, let's start building stuff, shall we?
All right.
All right. And your heater's back.
My
got
heater's
it plugged
back
in.
on.
Okay, good.
It properly instead of just
Good.
yanking it around.
Good.
Yanking it around. Yes. There we are. Hi, John. Happy Saturday. Hello, 3D Experiments. Sadly, I used up one roll of Polymaker and realized the wrong filament type and color. Live and learn. Ain't that the truth? In all things. So I need to make the. I finally upgraded to Windows 11. Well, Chris did it last week or 2 weeks ago, but the I need to fix the writing on there. It's a little small, and I'm having trouble reading it because I'm an old lady now. And I can't see.
Microsoft has gone on another round of
Much better.
of threatening you in so many words that you really need to upgrade. So
Yeah.
and I kept Windows 10 for a long time. I think we have one machine left that's running it, but Windows, as traditional fashion, when Microsoft brings out a new version of Windows, it's complete garbage for the first year, so or longer. But Windows 11 seems to have calmed down a little bit, so I'm willing to start upgrading things.
Well, you don't want to just jump right into a new. Until they get all bugs ironed out. It's not right that they kind of beta test you. Download Windows 11, and then we're just gonna throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yep.
That ain't right.
Well, and there's nothing like procrastination. It's not like I'm just dying to get the new version of Windows. It's not like
it's really not that great.
Well, and I've known people that were really into that kind of thing, which they're weird. But no, I'm sorry if any of you are into that, but you're probably weird. You'll admit it.
Yeah.
Me calling somebody weird. But the OS thing, it's not like you're standing out line, at Best Buy trying to get, the new Final Fantasy or something.
All right. Windows ME and Windows Vista never got sorted, though, is what Andrew's saying. Vista I don't think was very good, was it?
No, I was on Vista for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, they brought classic. They bring out the new version, trying to scramble from all of the bad things they did to us.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
That's Microsoft for you.
Linux forever. Windows 7 was the best.
I do, and I did really enjoy. I really liked XP, and I really liked 7. 10 wasn't terrible, but yes, 7 was pretty good.
I would say, though, that anytime my phone wants to do an upgrade or like an update on my phone, I take the 10 minutes and let it do it.
Yeah.
Or I schedule it for the middle of the night when I'm not using my phone. But
I don't recall ever being just totally hosed by some Android update. Well, or iPhone update, really. But
No, me neither. Very subtle changes. I mean, most of the time it was just like a security update or whatever, whatever something
Yeah.
you don't notice anyway. Sometimes they change the shape of the icons or, some goofy stuff like that. But
Some update where they steal more of your data. You
Yeah.
don't care. It's fine.
yeah. Jeremy Lucas liked XP. XP and 7 they thought was good. Every other version of Microsoft was okay. Car skipped 8 completely.
Yep. I did as well. Just jump over 8.
Yeah. iOS are mostly security updates, so I jump on those pretty quick. Yeah, I don't screw around when it comes. It's done within 24 hours. I let it update. You should too. Your phone's gonna muck up if you don't, and God forbid that happen.
Oh, what would we do?
Oh my! Then I'd have to actually talk to you,
Panic attacks.
and then I wouldn't have my ticky talk.
Crises everywhere.
Oh
Crises.
jeez.
Yeah, it'd be bad. Be bad.
It's called Steal Your Data Update. They got it anyway. See,
It's true.
oh,
It's singing you a song. They probably can't even hear it.
the dryer is singing for me, letting me know that my whites are dry.
The whites are dry.
Still on the fence about 11. Anybody remember GEM? GEM, early graphical desktop.
I don't remember the I don't remember that. No, Jim, that doesn't ring a bell. And I think I would know all of those, but no, I don't remember that. I do remember she was truly outrageous.
Every day at 4 o'clock.
You remember that, right?
Yes.
Truly outrageous.
And then you can watch G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's right. There was one for everyone.
Uh-huh.
Gem and G.I. Joe.
Gem and G.I. Joe, 4 and 4:30. Yeah, Jeremy heard the song. Thanks,
good.
Guys. Yeah, it's nice. This is one of the new perks of the new washer and dryer.
Oh, it's so great. Nothing like a new clothes machine.
Atari ran Gem on their PCs for a while. Anyone remember BOS? BEOS.
No. I don't recall that one either. Man, and I think I know something. That was a little bit before my time in my Dr. DOS. I do remember Dr. DOS.
What's Dr. DOS?
It was just a tool set that you could run with your DOS install way back in the day when everything was command line.
Oh. The turtle work in the MK4S, somebody asks. Danton asked. Danton Chan.
They are so I'm not saying you couldn't make it work, but they are only designed for Klipper based machines. So I'm not exactly in my brain, I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to work yet. So we'll get into the firmware piece with all the stuff that Prusa has with the breakout board and stuff now. You have more options with like that I2C interface. You could probably make anything work, but I know that these are directed mainly at things that have native Klipper firmware on them. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right. Bob Rogers is going to the corner cafe for some grub. Doing breakfast or lunch. You can have either one there. It's 10:30. I'd say breakfast is still in order.
At Corner Cafe, can you get anything at any time?
I believe so, yes. I mean, they might have something like, baked potatoes. You can't get biscuits after like 11. And whatever biscuits they have, that's what they have. And when they're out, they're out.
The real question is, can you get gravy 24/7? Because that's...
Sausage gravy? I don't know. That might be something... I don't know. That's a good question.
We'll have Bob report back.
Yeah, Bob, let us know if you could have biscuits and gravy. or gravy, sausage gravy. Like I said, I know the biscuits, when they run out of biscuits, they're out of biscuits, and that's just that. And most of the time you can't get them after 11. But Jeremy says I could put one on Zelda's Rook.
There you go.
Yeah. Waffle House will have it. That's right.
That's right. The waffle would never let you down.
No, they wouldn't. But I have to say that the sausage gravy at Waffle House doesn't even compare to Corner Cafe waffle gravy.
Gravy is actually kind of a new thing for Waffle House. They've only had it for like a decade or so.
They do all right. You know, Waffle House is waffles and smothered, covered, chunked, and scattered, and all the things capped. All the things hash browns.
I found that they don't like it when you sit in there for hours and try to come up with new ways for hash browns. They don't really care for that.
Oh, one of my favorite things when I used to work at up in Kearney. It's the next town up. It was a bar, but on Sundays they opened at like 9 and they would serve breakfast until, noon or 2. They do breakfast. And it's the guys that would come in there and order smothered, covered, chunk. Dude, this isn't Waffle House. We serve hash browns, and you can get them with cheese on it if you want to. But don't come in here Waffle Housing it up. We don't do that. But that was my favorite thing.
Sounds good, though.
Yeah, well, Bloody Mary, pancakes.
I forgot to pull the support off of these parts. No wonder they don't fit so well.
Uh-oh.
What a noob.
Yeah, jeez. Where was I? Waffle House is like Taco Bell. Everything you order tastes the same. It's just a matter of how crispy. There you go. And what kind of sauces you want to put on it.
I agree with that. It's all delicious.
Yes. There we go. What filament cutter options are permitted?
There is and I put a link to the GitHub and over to Fabreeko because I am not affiliated with Fabreeko, West 3D, or KB 3D. I know all the folks; they're all fantastic, but I'm not affiliated with any of them. But I did include a link from Fabreeko to this kit because they're the only ones that had it in stock. So there's that. You can take a look at the kit and what it costs to buy one. Also, the GitHub page, it does mention they would prefer you use some sort of cutter versus trying to tune the tips. So I don't know exactly which options you have, but there should be a list in there if you want to take a peek.
There you go. Did you get this from Fabreeko or LDO?
Jason over at LDO sent this to me directly, and I should plug LDO more than I do because they are fantastic, and they send me all the cool stuff.
There you go.
Thank you, Jason. You're a man among men. All right.
My start in animation and 3D modeling was Lightware with the custom dongle video toaster. Mike Fancy says that. Denny's is Waffle House for people who can't fight.
Nice.
That's true.
I love it.
Civilized society goes to Denny's.
People that can't fight.
Then there's Waffle House. Oh, good Lord.
That's awesome. People that can't
Love
fight.
biscuits and gravy. Chicken fried steak is my go-to for breakfast. I like chicken fried steak. Corner Cafe has excellent chicken fried steak. We haven't had that here at home in a long time. So bad for you. Tastes so good.
Doctor keeps telling me I'm going to have a heart attack.
We should have chicken fried steak for dinner.
I'm not sure why.
The nearest Waffle House is in Nevada. Doesn't quite reach the coast there. There you go. Mike says, thanks, Jason at LDO, for supporting Chris's Basement and the community.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jason.
Hoping LDO will make kits for tap and stealth changers in the future.
Yeah.
That'd be all right. Would running a Duet 2 Wi-Fi on 5GHz network cause it to pause and run extremely slow on an Ender 5?
Should not. Yeah, no matter... So if you're running Duet, when you send it a file, it loads it directly. So you're only when you're loading should the Wi-Fi come into play. So no, it shouldn't. That shouldn't change anything, no matter what network you're running it on.
There you are. I still want to meet a chicken that can fry a steak. Me too, Steve. Me too. Of course, if you're in the South, Huddle House is a thing. I don't know Huddle House. Somehow worse than Waffle House. I don't know if that's possible, Andrew.
Oh.
When was the last time you went to a Waffle House? No, I like Waffle House. We don't get there very often because, you know, it's all the way on the other side of town.
I forgot to tell you, we have a new sponsor, Waffle House.
Yeah, no kidding.
For people that know how to fight.
Uh-huh.
Like in Chris's basement. It's a death match 24/7.
There you go. Chris Russell says, I'm wondering if Waffle House and Cracker Barrel are the same company. They're always at the same highway exits.
They are. It seems
Might
like
be a thing.
if there is a Cracker Barrel, there is a Waffle House. That is true.
Fix-Em Mike is here. Oh, good morning,
Awesome.
Steve Builds. Steve Builds is here.
Steve is here.
Fix-Em Mike is here, and he says, I thought La Quinta was Spanish for next to Denny's.
Man, there's some
funny
serious
people on
jokesters
the-
going on
yeah.
today. Everyone's feeling good, I
I'm
guess.
enjoying this. Funny people on chat today. BLD Designs is here. Hello.
Awesome. Everybody can feel it inside that winter's almost over.
That's exactly what's going on. We are in the 50s after today. We're in the 40s today, but then we are in the 50s in the next 10 days. And Monday and Tuesday, we're going to hit 60. And daylight savings is a week from tomorrow.
Mhm.
No, wait, right? No, 2 weeks from tomorrow, the 9th.
The 9th or the
Yeah,
3rd?
so
Yeah,
next Sunday is March 2nd, and then the 9th is the next Sunday, and daylight savings. So that means that the sun's going to be out until 7 o'clock. Things always start looking up for me in March. January and February, I get the wintertime blues. Now, not awful, but I don't do well when the sun doesn't shine and it's freaking cold outside, and I need warm and sunshine. So things are looking up.
It's almost over.
It is. We're almost through it. We had that real nasty cold snap, which is not uncommon in February for Kansas City. That's although we got one earlier than expected in January, and I thought that was going to be it, but then we got another one last week. So, but I think we're done with the cold snaps. This is it. Yeah, everybody gets, say, who doesn't, Jackie? Yeah, everybody gets the blues, I think. It's all right, though. You know, you just kind of keep, and you got Mardi Gras, which we don't really do much for Mardi Gras. But
Rear skirt.
yeah, so it's all right. You know, you just keep your head down, you kind of muddle through. That one stupid argument twice a year. It's the biannual stupid arguments about daylight savings.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any thoughts on daylight savings?
No.
I love getting up at 5 a.m. and it's dark out. So quiet. I do like my coffee and TikTok time in the morning, but I also like it's quite pleasant in my living room when the sun shines in spring. House faces east. It's very nice.
No.
Do away with daylight savings.
But which
Steve.
one do you choose?
Which one do you choose, Steve? Steve Swartz talking to you.
That's
Do
the
you want-
question.
That is the question. You want sun in the morning or do you want sun in the evening?
I personally think that my preference, now there is no right answer. Gifted 10 memberships, BLD Design.
BLD, thank you.
Thank you very much.
10 memberships.
I personally really hate it when it's dark at 5:05. So if I had a choice, I would go more, just a little bit more light in the evening to make it feel like the change isn't so drastic in the wintertime.
There you go.
But I'm not, I mean, I get up pretty early, but I don't have to go anywhere or do anything most of the time.
Right.
So I'm kind of a bad judge of that. A morning person, though, I could see how it would be a little different.
Well, and it's tough out further west because you got little ones that need to go to school and the sun's not rising until 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, and
Yep.
that's hard for them. And so I get that. Honestly, I would get used to pick one and let's do it.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's the big
I'll
thing.
just deal with it.
Yeah, I'm
But
fine with either, but I would prefer the actual
just
daylight savings.
pick one and lean in, and we'll just get used to it. Sun in the morning. I like sun in the evening also. I prefer it in the evening. But you know, whatever. Maybe move near the equator. You want to move down to
Change your location, get a little more light or less light.
South America. There you go. Sun in the evening, so those who have a job can do things after work. There you go. Sun in the morning and sun in the evening. Well, that'll be in July or in June. You'll get all of it. Daylight squandering time. CST is perfect.
There you go. A third slot, and you just shave off 30 minutes of
There
both.
you go. Split the difference. 30 minutes. Boom.
Why not?
It's only time. There you go. I like it. Maybe move to Northern Europe where it's dark all the time. You get 6 hours of daylight, period. Can we upgrade daylight savings to daylight high interest checking? Thanks, Mike. You're funny.
High interest checking.
In December, early January, we have 3 hours of daylight in Iceland. Forget it, man. How do you guys... That would be really difficult. Do the tanning salons do well? I hear that going to a tanning bed is good for... How do you combat wintertime blues when there is no sun ever?
I'm gonna say it, but I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it. I don't know how they do that in Iceland. There probably is a thing. But Martin from 3D Iceland is one of the nicest guys in the whole world. He's one of my favorite people. In fact, he made this thing that you see in pretty much every video. I cherish it. But if you've ever met the man, he's never even been close to a tanning salon or... So that's how they deal with it. They don't.
You don't. Guys are all a bunch of vampires. Full spectrum light bulbs, more vitamin D, more vitamin daylight. I like that. Drinking lots of drinking.
There you go.
Casper. That's funny. Yes. But I would think that, I don't think I would have a hard time living somewhere where there's no sun. Now, in Alaska, when we went to Alaska, we were real close to the longest day of the year. We were real close to June 21st, but daytime all the time, pretty much. We went out. What time was it? I tell this story all the time. What time was it?
It was like a little after 1 o'clock in the morning.
A little after 1 o'clock in the morning, we go out on deck to see the sun, to see if the sun's out or what's going on. And you can see like this little sliver. I mean, it was mostly dark. It was dark like dusk,
and
past dusk.
You gotta think it was over the ocean too. So I mean,
Yeah.
like you can see end to end, right? So there was just a little crack of light, but it was like back up at 4 something.
Right.
I mean,
So it's that time of night where the sun's gone down over the horizon, but you can it's dark, but you can still see pretty good.
yeah.
And it was that time, and you could still see the sun. It was neat. Do the bars in Alaska stop serving at 2 a.m.? I don't know what the Alaskan liquor laws are. I would imagine that it's the Wild West, and they just...
Where we were, the only bar we went into, they had a quiet hour.
Oh.
And the gal said that was just an hour so that they could sweep the floor and then let people back in. And it was at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we were in there at like 7:30 and there was people already drunk and drinking. So it seems like round the clock to me.
Yeah. Well, the bars here in Kansas City, you have to be within a 5-mile radius of the convention center, and you can stay open until 3 a.m.
Which that is a really weird rule.
Whatever, it's Missouri. And so the bars, like in North Kansas City, they stay open until 3, and then they close from 3, and then they reopen at 6 for the third shift people that work on the casinos, the boats there come in at 6. And there you go. So we closed Kansas City downtown closes for 3 hours. Is the shortest amount of time you can be closed. But I figured that's long enough to tear down, clean the place up, and then open back up.
All right.
There you go. Oh, bars close at midnight or 1 a.m., but the clubs stay open till 5. There you go. Oh, Chris has to go to the grocery store. See you later.
See ya.
There you are.
All right.
No time to refill the bottles. That's right. There you go. Have you ever been to a bar at 6 o'clock in the morning? Have you ever gone to a bar at 6 a.m.?
No, but I have been at the bar at like 7:45.
There you go. I have
Not 6. When you work midnight to 8, everything's on the table.
well, that's true, yes.
So it doesn't really matter.
I had a friend and she worked the graveyard shift at Harrah's. And not often, but every once in a while, I would go down to Chip Shots when it was Chip Shots, a bar called Chip Shots. And I'd go down there and meet her. And I think she got off at 6, so I'd meet her there about 6:30 or 7. And I was young and stupid and didn't need any rest. So there you go. But I remember meeting her a couple of times there at Chip Shots. We'd eat. They'd have a little breakfast.
Live one.
Or she'd get a cheeseburger. I'd get breakfast. Man, those inserts are going in fast. Mike Fancy says.
You gotta have quick fingers or you get burned.
In Iceland, bars close at 1 o'clock on weekdays, but 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, and some clubs until 4 a.m. Yeah.
Nice. I want to get to Iceland. Anyone that I've ever met that went there, for vacation or said it's absolutely amazing.
I think it would be cool. It's not that far. It's only a 6-hour flight from like St. Paul. They were doing nonstops there for a little bit. Were they doing nonstops? They were for like a second. They were doing nonstops to Reykjavik from Kansas City, and it was a 6-hour flight. So it's not that far from St. Paul. 4 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible flight for us.
No.
I can tell you that. It's not the worst.
So if you're building one of these, there are multiple different... we talked about it the last stream, I think. But there is a very advanced guide. You go through and you say which kit you have and what you want to do and all of that. And it spits out the STLs. But when you're going through the manual, be prepared. Because this is the no hardware version of tray. That's the part that went with the LDO kit, but there's ones that require more inserts and parts than these do. So just pay attention when you're printing out your STLs and what manual you're looking at.
There you go. Iceland is expensive, Sergio says. Arizona does not have DST.
They don't have daylight savings time in Arizona.
How you guys getting along over there? You doing okay? Probably better than us.
I remember vividly, I don't remember when it was, what year it was. I was at work, And it used to be a big thing when the time changed around computers and things. We're a little bit more resilient than we used to be, but we were very focused on remote offices. I work for an insurance company, so there are remote offices everywhere. We were very concerned about the time flipping correctly, and we would have reports and everything came in, and we had one screen and we had a set of offices that the time didn't change. And we were expecting it. There were alerts going off and everything, and then it took us 2 hours to realize those offices were in Arizona.
Ah!
And the time did not change for them.
Ah.
So, yeah, we didn't feel real smart, but we got to figure it out.
Well, isn't that though why you guys all run on Eastern Standard Time? Everybody runs on New York time.
For the most part.
Yeah.
We try to keep the rules, but there's always one outlier.
It's one guy from Arizona
Well,
mucking up the works.
There's always one office somewhere that we can't coax into Eastern time.
There you go. Robert G, is that you? Are you the guy coming up the works? Yes. What material are those parts printed in? There's a very satisfying tone when you put them down.
Yes, they are all Filament ASA.
There you go.
Personal Llama, I do like his this is Tom Llama's new moniker.
There you are. What, Personal Llama?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hello. All right. California time. You should run on California time.
Things are just a little slower there.
Yeah.
Jumper wires, here we go.
Glenn Hogue, hello. I'm in Texas. My friend is in Arizona, so he's not the one coming up the work.
Okay.
Not you. Your buddy, though, is.
That guy.
There you go. All right.
What kind of switch?
Except for the reservations. There you go. The reservation still follows DST. Makes things weird in Arizona, I'll bet.
Hmm.
Hi, did I already say hi, Glenn? Hi, Glenn. One more time.
Yes.
Just in case.
Load 1, load 2, load 3.
It's part of my brother's account. He pays for ad-free. Tom's just hitching a ride.
Oh, okay, okay.
There you
I guess
go.
you have a llama family, so all of your siblings can get on the llama.
Yeah, why
bandwagon.
not? Why not?
Prep 4. We got some interesting names on these.
Yes.
Prep 3, Prep 1, Prep 2, and then we have Prep 4, and then we have Load 1, 2, 3, and 4.
All right. Getting it sorted out.
A lot of parts.
How far do you think we're going to get today?
I don't know. It's we'll find out when we're done. And there's one for a hub.
There you go. You get like 10 in the family plan, so hells yeah. Hitching a ride.
Nice.
Personal Llama says. Tom Llama says. Robert G says he has alpacas in Texas.
Sweet.
What do you do with them? Do you fur, like alpaca socks? And I've seen stuff like that.
Is it like Angora alpaca a thing?
Yeah.
Something?
So yeah, is it for their coats or wool? What do you call it? Alpaca fur? I don't know. You harvest their fur.
Their wool?
Or are they just pets? Or are they pack animals? They are pack animals. You can load them up with stuff.
Or you just have a thing about alpacas, and once in a while you go out there and
little
punch them.
buddies. You give them the cute haircuts with the big fluffy tops. I like those. I'm thinking of llamas, but I think you can do the same haircut for alpacas.
You can. I don't know what made me think of it, but the
Fiber.
There you go.
And they shear them once a year, and you sell that, I assume, and they go off and make socks with it and other things. Well, there you go. I'm sure they don't mind. you hire a gentle person to do the shears? Sometimes I watch shearing videos,
She's very concerned about.
and I don't like the ones that throw the animals around and hurt them.
She's
Not
told me
hurt
this
them, but
like
I don't
5
like them
times.
being tossed around. I like nice, gentle people that shear. I don't like them throwing the lambs around.
All right.
It bothers me. Although they do just kind of lay there and zone out. They just go with it. I guess there's nothing you can do.
There's if you've ever dealt with llamas or alpacas, it's not a lot of going on upstairs.
Have you ever been spit on?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
It's awesome.
Do they spit? Alpacas will spit on you, won't they?
But yeah.
There you go. BLD is here, and he's got coffee.
Excellent.
Good for a few hours.
All right. This is kind of tricky how they do this. They've got a bearing that goes inside this hub.
There you go. The shearers come from Ohio, and they are wonderful with the alpacas. Good. I wouldn't want anybody hurting my animals. Waiting for sheep tossing to become the next topic for discussion. LOL, it's happening.
Sheep tossing.
Sheep tossing. Anyway, I don't like the idea of them being... It would be easy to be mean to them, but...
Especially after they spit on you, and that stuff smells horrible.
Well, stay out of their way. They're not making kissy faces. Go ahead.
So
Sorry.
this is kind of interesting. So this is the hub where all of the filament comes into the back. But you slide a bearing down inside there, and then there's a micro switch that sets in there, like so, to kind of trigger it. So it has kind of a smooth surface. That's pretty cool. I like to call out the cool parts of the design when I see them.
Cool. Yeah, John, that has fallen out of fashion.
What's that?
Dwarf tossing.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, if you've never tried an alpaca blanket, try one. Stupid
Waffle
soft like
House road
wood
trip
material.
And resulting medical expenses fund.
Funny thing. I'm actually allergic to it though. Oh, you're allergic to your alpaca. Waffle House road trip and resulting medical expenses fund. Thanks.
thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Fix-A Mike.
I need all of that.
Especially this one.
Love it.
Yeah. Between Waffle House and what's the other one you like? White Castle. Hobbies with Newbie says, downside to watching these streams, I want to be building a printer or something, but I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Bummer. Not the sheep trebuchet. Yeah, please no. So,
This is really cool.
well, good.
That's the problem with doing this on stream. It's like, wow, this is neat. And then I don't get anything built.
Steve Swartz, we got White Castle in Columbia. Nothing in Kansas City. I think
Couple hours is as close as
Columbia
I can
is the closest one. I think that's White Castle and Crystals are the same. Do you have a Crystals where you are? I believe they're the same as White Castle.
Yeah, Crystals is the southern version.
Oh,
I
is
think.
it southern?
Like
So
all the Texas and everything is Crystals. Now, people will we talk about this way too much, but people will swear that it is different. I don't know. I've never eaten at a Crystals. I've only been to White Castle.
they have Crystals in Georgia. I'm always
If I
down for
remember
White
right.
Castle. Crystals is a little different,
Ah,
like some Mike says. Hello, Red Light.
Red Light Mike is here.
Hello, hello.
Probably operating some really awesome piece of machinery.
Yep. Yeah. Keep talking about them in hopes they will sponsor the channel. Mike says.
What was it? Oh, we were watching Talladega Nights. What Laughing Clown malt liquor? That's the kind of sponsors that we would have. White Castle, Waffle House.
There you are. Bob Rogers is back. Biscuit and gravy report only available before 11 a.m. You missed it. Darn it! Darn it, darn it, darn it. What'd you have instead? Please, dazzle us.
I want somebody to go in there. It's like, well, I watched this guy on YouTube, and he wants to know.
Crystals is similar but different enough. I prefer Crystals to White Castle. There you go. Hello from Russia. Hello.
Hello?
Artem. Artem.
Yes,
Artem.
I believe that is that person.
I gotcha.
Red Light's not operating large machinery today. He is replacing a hot end.
There you go.
Good deal.
Mike Fancy says, "Isn't everything in Texas a little different?" It sure
Well,
is. Texas is a little different.
I like Texas,
I
but
do too. They're their own. They're doing their thing.
honestly, being from Missouri and then going to Texas, I always just feel like it's Missouri without grass. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, northern Texas is that goes for northern Texas. Southern Texas is a completely different world in my experience.
I would say yes.
With humidity and just craziness
it's
down there. But
yeah.
northern is really all I've ever been to. Spent a lot of time in. It's a lot like Missouri. It's really not that much.
No,
different.
yeah, it's still kind of Midwest.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the South, but it's still got a little Midwesty vibe. One thing about Texas, it's like where I thought like around in the Dallas area and stuff is it's very flat and expansive, you know. There's a lot 126 miles. I mean, it's a metroplex, I get it, but 126 miles east to west across the city, and that includes Fort Worth. So it's very expansive, you know, very spread out.
It
All
is
right.
quite a bit flatter
Yeah.
in northern Texas than it is around here.
Glenn Hogue says the spicy chicken at Crystal's is pretty good. That's why we have a Whataburger. We have a couple of Whataburgers here since our fancy pants quarterback is from Texas. We want to honor him by having Whataburger for him. Although we did not win the Super Bowl. It's a bummer. I lost my $100. So there you go. Let's see, where were we? My area, Glenn's area is getting overrun with Whataburgers. Both times I had Castle, I was violently ill the next day. Not kidding, like bedridden, wishing for death. Yeah, it does something to me too. I think it's a special kind of person that can process.
But never talk about it while you're there.
First, old dude. Hello, old dude. Welcome. We're talking about White Castle
For the millionth time.
Crystals and Whataburger. And Chris is putting together the box
BoxTurtle.
turtle.
With a hammer.
Yes. I'm looking forward to In-N-Out here in the South. We had In-N-Out once, didn't we?
I have been to an In-N-Out before.
I think I've been there once. Is that the flame broiled vibe, or is it just a smash? Is it a smash burger?
I believe In-N-Out is a smash burger. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Robert G is Hill County, Texas. Dallas has lousy weather, he says. Where is Hill County, Texas? Let me map it here. Look it up.
Almost need a press for these
Where
things.
you are. Oh, he's near Arlington.
There you go.
He's south of Dallas. That's where the Texas Rangers play. Do you go see the Texas Rangers? We were just talking about that this morning. Oh yeah. He's got the hammer.
I do.
I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska, but have been in Vegas for 55 years now.
Nice.
I like Vegas. I like the climate out there. I don't mind the heat. I like that there's no mosquitoes. So there you go.
They've really thought this through. They've given you adapters so that you can hammer a flat spot on this rounded part. It's the little things, I'm telling you.
Yes.
While you guys talk about
Fredericksburg is more specifically where Robert is from. Hello.
only I just broke the part.
Dad lived in
Bluffdale.
Bluffdale. I don't know if you know where Bluffdale is, Robert, but my dad lived there for a little while. We have In-N-Outs near Dallas, and most Texans still prefer Whataburger. Well, you gotta, stick to your roots.
Go with what you know.
In-N-Out is just a grilled on the flat top burger. Tasty, very good, but and they got a lot of good shakes. So it's not a smash burger. It's just a plain old burger on the
grilled
flat
burger.
top. That's fine. It's up to 29 degrees in Chicago. Hey, we're gonna hit 40 today, and we're pretty excited. Hey, oh, we gotta see here. We have some Spanish. I'm going to run you through the translator here. Hold on just a second.
Spanish?
Yes.
I don't think my vise is big enough to smash this.
Hey, Chris, I see you for the chameleon tutorials. Let's see how this one turns out. I'll see you from Spain. Greetings.
Awesome.
All right, Daniel. See ya. We'll see how it turns out.
See how it goes. Oh, it's just big. Oh, this is going to work out
Oh,
great.
Jeremy Grossman's from Idaho. Ooh, I'll bet it's cold there. Do you ski?
Northern Idaho, you probably got 8 foot of snow on the
Yeah,
ground.
no kidding. I really wanted to like Whataburger, but it's too salty. I couldn't hang. You know, I'm not crazy about the char-broiled. I don't like Burger King either. That char-broiled fake smoke taste. Now, that doesn't mean that when I'm near a Whataburger, like if we go to Texas or whatever, we'll have Whataburger. We've had it when we went to San Antonio. You want something to eat, you go to Whataburger. Like you're looking for something, you know. When in Rome.
Kind of
I
worried
guess
this
is the
part's
best
going
way
to
to put it.
explode.
Let's see. Idaho, Whataburger. 27 degrees and sunny in southern Canada. All right, Mike. Warming up. Gonna get a melt. Is there snow on the ground, Mike, where you are, Mike Fancy? We have a Killer Burger in Post Falls, Idaho. What is it called? The Killer Burger? Tom Lama says it's 40 degrees here for the first time in like 2+ months. Sunbathing weather. That's right. Peter Carter is here. Hello, Peter. Oh, hello, Pally from Denmark.
All kinds of people here today.
Killer Burger is the best.
It's a killer burger.
I would like to know about this. I would like to try this Killer Burger. Me too. 3DHP says the best part about taking a trip to me is eating out at the different places. Me too. I want to try your food. You know, like wherever it is we're going, what's your thing? That's what I want to try. And, you know, and that I like doing that too. I like ordering different food. I tried when we went to New Orleans, me and a friend of mine went to New Orleans and I tried alligator sausage and it's okay. It's just okay.
I
We
like
ate
fried alligator. It's pretty good.
Fried alligator's okay. Well, yeah, fried alligator's okay. Let's see. I like that too. I like to try all the different foods. 33 degrees in northern Minnesota. So happy. See, anything above freezing. I'm an In-N-Out guy and Whataburger here in New Braunfels, Texas. There you are. Hello. 6 Celsius in Denmark. What's that? How is...
You know I don't do math.
6... Oh, 40 degrees. Around 40 degrees. There we go. Oh, now Jack in the Box and what's the other one? Jack in the Box and they're the same. There's 2 of them. No, not Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is Hardee's.
Doesn't Jack in the Box have a counter? Another restaurant with, you know, like...
I believe that they do, but I do not know what its name is.
Turn to lobster weather at 40°C if you sunbake 20 minutes and then turn the light. That's right. Oh, yes. It's summer where you are, isn't it, John?
Yes.
Alligator jambalaya is the way to go. Do you guys do noodling?
In Missouri or us personally?
Probably down in the Ozarks they do. I have never noodled.
I've never even seen it done.
Yes.
But if you do it, you are tough as nails.
Yeah, no kidding. Good for you. I was under the impression that there would be no math. Sorry.
That's how I'm feeling.
Robert G. liked Wendy's. They got a really good chicken sandwich. Those are kind of going away, too. You better enjoy your Wendy's while you can. They're sort of running out of business.
Are they really?
They've closed quite a few. Now we still have ours, but they've closed quite a few Wendy's, it seems like. There used to be a Jack in the Box in Franklin, Tennessee, but it closed. Growing up in the San Francisco Bay Area, the buildings were colorful cubes. I'm that old. Oh, Glenn.
So this part right here, they tell you to use the jig and, percussive force. But I found that channel locks really sealed the deal on this. So, you get what you pay for. Channel locks, by the way, that's like Kleenex. It's a brand name of locking pliers, but I call them channel. Everything is a channel lock to me, even though those are Nipex pliers.
There you go.
Water pump pliers. Because like old school water pumps. This is how you work it. Okay, there you go.
All right. Let's see. Late to the party. Ricky's here. Ricky Tanner's here.
Tanner.
But I didn't miss it completely this time. I'm glad you're here. We're discussing fast food restaurants.
Ricky, I've been seeing your updates over on Patreon. Making awesome stuff.
Like skill saw.
Yeah.
John's, yes. Same, just like Crescent Wrench. That's right. Yep. Wendy's has a big presence in northern Alabama. I love their chicken sandwiches. Me too. And then this guy says Popeyes is the best chicken sandwich, which I'm sure it is, but we have do we still even have any Popeyes in Kansas City?
It used to be real popular on the south side of the city. You would see a lot of Popeyes restaurants, but I just don't think it went well in Kansas City. I don't know. There might be still some around, but I don't know where they would be.
There you go. I go to Popeyes for chicken. We have a Church's that is pretty good.
Church's used to be really popular.
Church's.
I don't know if they are now.
As far as I'm concerned, here, like, good old Price Chopper, the local grocery store, has excellent chicken.
Most of the time in the Midwest, you can find a grocery store that has awesome fried chicken.
Hy-Vee is the grocery store that I go to. I'm a Hy-Vee girl, and they do not have very good fried chicken.
Boo.
But Price Chopper does for sure. Canes for chicken fingers. Now, we do like Raising Canes every once in a while, especially that dipping sauce that they make. Good Lord, you get a big fat
Man, we can't
piece of
talk
garlic
about this.
toast. No more food talk.
I'm starving.
Hey, Backyard Burger. Do you remember Backyard Burger?
I do. They were okay.
I haven't.
I remember we had one.
We had one, but I don't. It's been so long. I don't think that we have them anymore.
No, we don't. They haven't had one in a long time.
It used to be huge. Well, I wouldn't say it was huge, but there was plenty.
Yeah, that was a pretty commonplace.
There you go. Tanner, Ricky says the best chicken near me comes from the gas station and exit down from mine. Exactly.
Yup.
There you go.
There's a.
Oh, only in Independence and Blue Springs. There's a Backyard Burger. Now I want to go.
There is a franchise, and I believe it's still called Chester's Chicken, but they sell that to like gas stations all across main drags of the United States, like I-70, 35. If you see a gas station that has a Chester Chicken sign, you gotta go get some. It's fantastic.
There you go.
Take this from a guy that knows about eating at the gas station.
You betcha. You do enjoy that, don't you?
I do.
Chris likes to go to the Hy-Vee Gas and Quick Trip for lunch.
See what they got. I'm not if you haven't noticed, I'm not real picky about what the food that I eat.
You do not. You're not picky. All right. Chick-fil-A. We went to Inglewood store in 2014. Ray was like 400 people, and we ordered and disappeared in the crowd. The guy came over and gave straight to us. I was spun out. How they found us. I'm not sure what you're. Sorry, John. I think I botched what you were trying to tell me. They have a KFC in Iceland. No McDonald's. Is Chester's the one that sells battered and deep fried corn on the cob?
I don't recall ever seeing that, but I do remember Chester's had like potato wedges that were like a foot long. They had these giant potato things, and you bought them one at a time. It was great. There's a lot of good questions in here. What's your favorite drink? I'm into Tom Collins.
Oh,
And Jeremy Grossman, what's your favorite meal growing up?
where's...
It's up just above this page.
Oh, what's your favorite? Oh, I see. Okay.
Tom Collins is delicious, by the way.
I miss those. What do I like? Favorite drink? I like, as far as cocktails go, I mean, I like a margarita, of course, but that's boring. What I really like, too, was, it's called a revolver, and it's really good. It's bourbon and Kahlua and 2 dashes of orange bitters. It's really good. It's very smooth and still showcases the bourbon, but adds a little smoothness to it. It's really tasty. And yeah, Chris and Jackie's food channel. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then favorite meal growing up. My grandmother made some pretty good mac and cheese. I think we talked about this last time, but only when somebody dies. She made this really great macaroni and cheese in the oven, and it had the breadcrumbs on it. And then when you cut it, it come out in like solid squares, and it was delicious. But you only got it when somebody died. So there you go. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but there's definitely something that I miss and I think of.
I don't really remember my favorite meal growing up. I really liked
Oh,
lasagna. My mom used to make lasagna once in a while. It was good.
there you go. The server delivered the food to us in a crazy crowd. That was nice. That's cool.
I have a wrench that I'm looking for that I can't find.
John likes rum. Is that a dark rum or a light rum, John? Try a revolver, Aaron. It's delicious. It's very good. 2 ounces of bourbon, a half ounce of Kahlua. You don't need a whole lot. 2 ounces of bourbon, half ounce Kahlua, 2 good dashes of orange bitters, and you can use regular bitters if you want to, but just bitters. 2 good shakes, and then stir it up. Drink it. Very tasty. Very smooth. And I'm a Maker's Mark girl myself. I like Kentucky bourbon. So then there you go. I'll have to try Chester's chicken. My local gas station just got it more recently here in Massachusetts. There you are.
Delicious. Wish I had some right now.
This happens on my Hangouts. 3DHP. Jerry says this happens on my Hangouts. We start talking about it always goes to food. How does the BoxTurtle rank with other multicolor setups?
I don't know. A lot of people are asking me about enraged. I always get this wrong. Enraged rabbit carrot feeder. I believe that's how you say it. People keep asking me about that. I don't have any experience with anything Klipper based. So this is going to be like the first go around. So we'll just have to see.
All right.
It says it's a 2, but it's not a 2.
Andrew Rogers likes a good margarita. Rocks, no salt. My other favorite cocktail is the Sad Astronaut, tequila and Tang. Oh,
I think we talked about that
can you
earlier.
still get Tang?
Yeah, why not?
I like tahine. Andrew Rogers, have you ever tried tahine on your margarita? It is delicious. It's citrusy. It looks like it's going to be spicy. It's not. It's a citrusy, kind of citrusy sort of thing. It's very good. So I do tahine on my margaritas. And that's pretty good stuff. My dad used to make corned beef with mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. That sounds all right. It's almost corned beef time for Chris.
It is.
The one time a year that he can have it. Because I won't make it. There you go. It's dark rum, by the way. John, I like dark rum. There you go. Rum and store brand Coke. There you go. Oh, there you go. Aaron's gonna make bullet bourbon is good. I've had bullet bourbon. You should have one. They're delicious. Let's see. Chris Travis, hello. Kamikaze. There you go. I've had my fair share of kamikazes.
Kamikaze. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Your Shot Girl used to sell them there at the landing. I'm sure you've had a few.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. What is Yorkshire pudding? There you go. Bourbon over ice or nice Islay Scotch over ice. Doesn't the gas station sell corned beef? It's a delicacy here. I don't know about other places, but you only can get it at the grocery store.
You don't see corned beef very often.
And once a year.
Doesn't the gas station sell corned beef?
I wish.
I believe that was a shot.
Yeah, I believe it was too.
But I like the way you think, whoever that is.
That's my fancy, giving us a hard time.
The gas station.
There you go. I'll be going to Pigeon Forge next weekend. They're doing a chuck wagon cook-off. Oh, how fun.
Pigeon Forge.
There you are. Popover made with beef drippings. There you go. Thank you. My granddad used to make white wine spritzers using squirt and Thunderbird.
Nice. Man, I haven't had Thunderbird in a long time. That's probably a good thing.
We call that mix a DB in his honor. That's nice.
White wine spritzers. I love it.
I heckle because I care, Mike.
I know it. I know it. Mike's my BFF.
He is. He's a good guy. Yeah. They don't make Thunderbird anymore.
That's probably a good thing.
What is Thunderbird? Is
Thunderbird-
it grain? Grain alcohol?
It's wine. Technically, it's wine.
Oh.
And it costs back maybe the 60s or the 70s. The commercial for Thunderbird wine, like the old guys would say, Thunderbird is the word. What's the price? Quarter twice.
Oh my.
So that was the saying for Thunderbird. So you can only imagine how good it was.
Well, that sounds nice.
No, it was not good.
It's fortified wine, cheap and I don't know, pretty something. I don't know that word. And I don't want to attempt it. BLERGH. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Probably not very good. My family made 1,200 gallons of Chianti in the 60s and 70s. That was a great wine. I do like Chianti. Gotta let it sit for a second, though. Don't just open the bottle and start chugging away. Chianti needs to breathe a little bit. But I do like Chianti. I had a Sangiovese.
You just made that up.
No, I did not. Not too long ago. That's a good one, too. Very dry. Jeremy Grossman says whiskey sour is my go-to. Whiskey sours is pretty
I
good.
don't have one of those in a million years.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Pudding is like a pancake mix in a muffin tray, and it's super hot oven. All right. Morning, Bob Carnes is here. Morning, folks. We drinking already? No. We're just discussing cocktails. Oh, what do you got to tell us?
The nice blue and white. I think the color scheme is going to look good.
I think it looks real nice. Rum and Coke. That's always a good one. Put a lime in it if you're feeling fancy. You're a beer guy. Chris likes beer. He'll drink a margarita. You like margarita. You like Tom Collins every once in a while, too.
I do. Beer has made me everything that I am today, and then some.
That's true. Jack and Coke. Spiced rum. There you go. That's a good idea. With some lime. That's a good idea. There you go.
Be mindful of orientation.
Oh, sorry, Sergio. I saw the comment and I was gonna say something and I missed it. He's working on it. You just finished your Excel.
Awesome.
Something. Let me look for it. It was on back a little ways, so. Just finished final assembly for my Excel dry box and it works. Anyone want to see a picture? Sorry
Absolutely,
about that,
we
Sergio.
do.
Yes. Send a picture to Chris's do you have his email?
I'm sure he does. I believe, yes.
Send a picture to Chris's email and we'll put it up.
If we don't, type it in the chat. But because I'm pretty sure I've talked to him via email, but maybe not. So it's not like it's top secret. I have been having the best time of all year the last couple of days, and I'm doing my taxes. So hopefully everyone is feeling the same pain that I am, because I've been ignoring it all year.
It's tax time.
So I got that going on.
Yeah. Got to get it all organized for our lady that does it. So.
Yeah, I don't actually even file the form myself. I just have a hard time keeping everything organized during the year. It's coming together.
All right. What is this organized that you speak of? There you go. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy.
That's
Ben
right.
Franklin said that.
Yeah.
Diabetes has me drinking a lot more seltzers now. Yeah, that's the way of it. I used to drink Manhattan pretty well, switched to straight bourbon. I like Manhattans. My mother likes Manhattans. Not really a beer guy. Cider. I like cider beer all right. A little too sweet for me. Beer is something you drink. I don't know. It's easy to drink it, like easy to maintain.
You're not falling over.
Yes. Let's see here. Got my taxes back in like 5 days. Then it was gone. Yep.
Yeah.
Aged rum can give me a migraine and no buzz. That's a bummer. My taxes get attention in March, Mike Fancy says.
Yeah.
I hate taxes. I would rather go to the dentist and get a tooth pulled out. It pains me seeing money go bye-bye. Well,
yeah, I could.
yeah.
I would rather have a tooth extraction.
Oh my God, perfect timing. Neighbor just called. Day drinking time. Oh, well, bye, Tom. There you go. 3DHP says we love our Canadian friends. Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
Ours is April 15th. What's your tax deadline, Mike, in Canada? What's the Canadian tax deadline? Let's see. Sergio, I got the email queued up. So as soon as you send it, I'll let him know.
You must find the easiest. You may find it easiest to lay upside down on the table until you secure them. Slot trays into rear extrusion. Gotcha.
Home roasted coffee beans. Ooh, I do like espressos. Bill starts working on his taxes around April 10th. It's stalled, do you?
It's procrastination.
I have to give $120,000 to tax office. Stupid penalty for debt paid in 2019.
Whoa.
Everyone said it will be written off, and then the change policy, now I have to fight it. Took 111 days to respond. 11.48% interest. Damn.
Wow. Sorry about that. I'm not going to complain anymore about taxes.
health issues, so it should have been written off. It probably should have. Yeah. It's too bad. It hurts. It's too bad when medical expenses can cripple you. There you are.
This BoxTurtle is the boxiest.
April 10th. Well, we don't stall. April 30th is when Mike fancies is.
I guess a little more time than us.
I need to start in March. He gets his stuff together. Do you do your own taxes or do you send it off? We got a retired accountant that does our taxes for us. And she's fast.
Yeah.
I mean, once we get her, we got to get all our paperwork and everything all lined up for her just the way she likes it. And then if you send it off the way that she likes it, then we'll get something back the next day. Be like, yeah, all right, it's done. You're going to get X back. And, you know, here you go. It's filed.
Yeah, ours really hasn't changed much in years. It's just, you know, you want to try to be mindful of all your expenses and stuff.
Bummer. Well, John, I'm sorry. And I hope you get everything worked out. That stinks. Medical issues stopped me working, so had no money to pay. They're treating as if I'm a tax evader. That stinks. So, yeah. Interest-only debt. My taxes are paid in full. Bummer. Well, hopefully you don't... I mean... Jeez. Anyway, let's see here. April 15th is for us. Printing the desiccant trays right now.
Yeah, I debated on doing that because that's one of the tray options. You can store your desiccant to dry, keep things dry. But I went this route because I can't resist the fun little turtle logo.
There you go. I just use software to do mine and pay the extra for them to help me if it's wrong. Mike Fancy does. He just gets on there and does his own thing. Yeah. Yeah, it is. 10th of March in Iceland, but 99% of the forms are pre-populated. Well, there you go. They just do it all for you. Pretty high, though, tax bracket there in Iceland, isn't it? I mean, not that it matters, but you guys pay quite a bit in taxes. TurboTax has been working for me for years. It will take an hour to do it one of these evenings.
I knew that I was doing this, and I still did it that way anyway. I put the trays on the wrong side. I looked at it twice, and I'm like, no, you need to put those down, and I didn't do it. But what would a stream be without rework?
There you go. Well, I hope you can get it sorted out, John. I'm reading about this. All right. Let's see here. I think I lost Sergio. Yeah, hi, but we basically get free healthcare instead. There you go. That sounds all right. How's this going over here? I see a box.
Talking to me?
Yes.
It's going well. Thank you for asking.
The heated enclosure that is in beta, I hope, comes out soon. The turtle then will go from neat colors and infinite spools to amazing dryer with color options.
Sweet.
Still here, looking for the email. Okay.
Well, you said you sent him. Did you put it in chat?
Oh, email. Yeah. Oh, my email. The email address to Chris. Is that what you need?
Yeah, Brother Chris 81.
I did put it up there. But,
Oh, in chat?
Yeah, but.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I didn't do Brother Chris. I did Chris Riley 3D.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Good work, chat. We successfully distracted Chris enough to mess up a step. Okay. Looking. Oh, I'll just give it to you again.
It's all right. I was just it was a 180 spin. I faltered but recovered.
I'll just put it up again, Sergio. There you are.
Boom.
All right.
Done. Step 2 is now been completed. Now we move. Oh man, it just keeps getting cooler. When the page is loading, there's a little turtle that walks.
Screen share. Let's see.
Well, now it won't do it because now I'll
Can
screen
you
share and then I won't be able to make it do it.
Can you refresh? Oh, quickly.
Let's do there you go. I loaded for a
Very
second.
fast. Your internet is. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's cute. There it goes.
There it goes for a second.
A little longer.
It's so adorable. I love the directions.
Yeah.
Everybody is gonna have to step up.
Clapping for finishing the step.
Oh,
Maurice
yeah,
says.
all right, I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Time for 3 gummies then. By the way, hello. Maurice says hello. Hello, Maurice.
Hello, Maurice.
Jeremy, anyone here use the cartographer probe in Klipper?
I have not. I have tried to assist folks with it. The only person I know that's successfully doing it is Carl Brown. Carl and I talked about that configuration a couple of times. Carl sometimes comes to this chat. I don't know a ton about it, but he's currently my go-to person for that thing. You don't have to know you don't have to know the answer. You just have to know where to go to get it.
There you go. All righty.
More heat insert time. Well, this is way more. I like that they give you the progress steps in the front. I was like, man, I did something. This is amazing.
Nice. It looks good. It's coming together quickly.
That's right. I'm all over it today.
Moving right along. Very organized. Dare I say it?
No, don't. It's over now. Now I can't find anything.
There you are. Hobbies with Newbie says, I meant to say the last stream we had that he really is enjoying the beginner intermediate 3D printing videos you've been putting out, and it's giving me some extra bits of knowledge. There you go.
Awesome. That is great to hear.
Oh, they want to know about your poster in the background.
You look like that?
Yeah.
That was a Christmas gift from my wife.
Can you see it?
I
It's a little
absolutely love
blurry on the. There you go.
The nice part about these is they're metal, and they just give you a magnet to put on them.
There you go. I got him that for Christmas.
I love it. First time I've had any wall art ever.
There you go. Carl. You know Carl?
Carl Brown?
I guess that's who we're
Who are we talking about?
Sorry. See, I missed it. I got turned around.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Carl is my CR30 support.
Carl's the king of Infinite Z.
There you go. Are you still enjoying your Core 1?
Absolutely. It's been amazing so far. In fact, it's so amazing it has joined the likes of the default regiment of printers behind me. I haven't found anything that it won't do. So, I really like it.
There you go. All right. Very nice. All right.
Break time over.
How was it? How was your kind
Delicious.
bar? Good.
Almost as delicious as these.
Does it clean the house? Did your Core 1 clean the house, honey?
Kinda. I mean, I come down here and I use it, and when I go upstairs, the house is clean.
There you go. Now he's got it. It's up whenever you get a second.
All right.
Let's see Sergio's printer. Gerard. Would you prefer that I call you Gerard? I did not realize I was calling you by your last name.
Who?
Sergio. His name's Gerard. Sorry about that. When completed, which printer do you plan on using the BoxTurtle with?
I believe we're going to go Trident.
All right.
That's probably the most reliable printer I have that runs Klipper.
All right.
Let me finish this part and then we'll take a look.
All right. Well, I'll start calling you Gerard. Thank you. Besides, we got a Sergio, so it'd be easier if I called you Gerard. Thank you. Anyway, let's see what else we got. It's like that magic coffee table video. Fix Some Mike says. Fix Some Mike, are you going to Murph this year? Who else is going to Murph? Has anybody sponsored a table there? I know that we have Rocky Mountain before that, but is anybody going to Midwest?
Those inserts are still hot after you put them in, by the way.
Yeah, I'll bet.
They make a really cool imprint on your thumb.
There you go. Steve's hoping to make it out. There you go.
All right, what we got?
Printed in Amsterdam. Wow.
XL dryer. Nice.
Let's see it.
Looks good.
That looks nice. Ooh. So it dries on the fly? Is that what that is?
Just keep, like, you dry it. It has desiccant in the bottom. So there's stuff to kind of keep it dry, and it's monitoring it. Looks good.
Cool.
That's one cool thing about the XL is there's like a lot of real estate there around with the extrusions and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can add some pretty neat things, but I like that.
Neat.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for sharing with us.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Let's see, where were we? Printed in Amsterdam. Hello from Helsinki. Hello. Thanks for your content. It's really helpful.
You are very welcome.
Fixin' Mike says he's going to try to go to Rocky Mountain. We'll be at the College World Series, so no Rocky Mountain. Oh, how fun. I've been there once when I was a kid, and it's really fun. The College World Series. Up in Omaha, right? Is it in Omaha? Fixin' Mike?
It used to be.
That's where I went to it. You still get the Alien 3D UFO, Chris.
I do not. In fact, it has changed hands now, but back, Josh was the owner. He would send me those for free, and I just could not take one more filament sample. I'm still covered up in filament samples, so I didn't feel right taking them from him, so I discontinued that.
Yeah.
What's the name of that blue? This is Sapphire Blue Prussiament ASA. That's the name of this one.
There you go. Let's see, where were we? I want to go to Murph. I need to make sure I have the vacation time for it. There you go. It is over a weekend, so you'd only need to take a Friday or a Monday. I want a BoxTurtle on a Poseidon. Mini-Me insists on Murph again, so we'll be there. Tequila and shot glasses in hand. No, won't be doing any more Candy Claw, though. Wah, wah.
Yeah. I don't have a claw machine this
No
year.
more
In fact,
claw machine. Jeremy Lucas has it. See if he'll bring it.
it's all on Jeremy now.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. That's a topic we actually discussed the other day about talking about here on the stream. I have nothing to take to Murph. I don't mind going to Murph with nothing, just to hang out with all my friends. But I mean, I could bring the Core 1, but everyone will do that. There will be Core 1s there. It's not like I made it.
Yeah.
I could finish up the Moldex and bring it. It is a very impressive printer.
There you go.
We could do that.
Do you have time to finish it?
I'm sure.
Jeez.
If I really went heads down, I could
If you
finish
hustle, yeah.
it. We got quite a few months to go. But John might bring Moldex, but you know, I mean, I could bring printers and stuff, but I don't really have a really cool project that I've been working on that like I usually bring. So I don't know.
Andrew said you could do a death racer.
I could.
We talked about it. You're a pretty good RC car driver too. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hard to get to from the UK. It's hard to get to anyway. Chicago's your closest major. Chicago and Indianapolis are your closest cities, and it's about the same. Although I would say that the Indianapolis. Let's see. Let me rephrase here. International Chicago is easier, but if you're like the Indianapolis airport's a little easier to navigate. But either way, you're stuck with a 2-hour drive after that. So
2 hours from everywhere. It's a geographical oddity.
pretty much that's Indiana for you. There you go. Gerard says, "Welcome. It'll be on printables with CAD files next week. Thanks."
Sweet.
It's a very nice dry. Oh yeah, that Mike's selling. Gerard, that's a nice dry box. Fix them. It's still in Omaha. So Mike, if you're driving, you might stop here in Kansas City and say, "Hey, that might be kind of fun if you can make the time." We'll talk when we get closer. We'll see when you said it's during Murph, so we'll see. Excuse me. If everything works out and the stars align, maybe we should get together. Like, just stop and see us. We'll meet you wherever you are, eat some lunch, and then you can move on to Omaha, because it's only 2.5 hours from Kansas City. It's not that far. If you're driving anyway, I mean, after you've been in the car for 10 hours, what's another 2?
Stop and have a barbecue sandwich.
You betcha. Excuse me. Get a little dry here. Let's see. Death Racer, take a guitar and an amp, chill and play. There you go. Murph involves border crossing. We'll have to evaluate closer to the date. I hope things calm down a little bit. I'll hit all 3 shows this year. I've already booked flights and rooms for Rocky Mountain and my room for Murph. Driving to that one. Excellent. Glenn Hope.
Nice.
How about Amsterdam printables? We have yet to do a United Kingdom maker fair. That'd be a little different.
We haven't been over there yet.
I got a table reserved. Andrew has a table reserved for Rocky Mountain, but plans are still up in the air. There you are.
I've talked with them a couple of times, and we've talked about it on the stream over the years. I've always wanted to go to Sweden 3DP meetup. That's just it's a pretty small kind of thing, but like it's like the best of the best of European 3D printing I mean, like, no offense, I am one of them. It's the hardcore nerds.
Right.
I mean, it really is. But I've talked with folks about going over there before for that, and I've always wanted to do that one. That would be cool.
It would be cool. Yeah. Isn't Kansas City a almost 4-hour drive? Or the last time I did it, I live in Lincoln. I'm not sure how far it is of Kansas City to Lincoln.
It's right next to Omaha. It's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's right up I-29. Super easy drive too.
If I-29's open.
Yeah, assuming that it's 4 hours. If it's not open, it's 4
some years
hours.
It's floating on water, so
Yeah.
you never know.
Uh-huh. That would be fun. We'll have the in-laws along for the ride, so we'll have to see if we can work out a meetup. They're not really 3D printing people, LOL, but that would be awesome. Yeah, we'll just meet and eat something and say hello, and then you can move on. And we'll take a few pictures to post. Sergio says, "You, sir, are a brave man using bare fingers for inserts."
I get that a lot.
What kind of cameras are you using? Logitech?
Yeah, most of them are Logitech. Well, like, in-laws are outlaws. Anyway, I switched the main one here to an Avere Media. It's like a C30 213 or something like that. It just has a wider shot. The table camera is actually a Sony Handycam. And then Logitech Brio is the one we use on top, but we don't use it very often. Her camera is just a Logitech C920.
There you go. It's a nice color combo. I have my LDO kit ordered and can't wait for it. I'm kind of worried about software setup, so I hope I can learn something from you. Yes.
We will go all into that. I promise you that. The LDO kits are fantastic. This is a really fun build, so you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Amsterdam will be nice. Pooch and Ivan Miranda, and many more will be there. So
Sweet.
there you go.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, Pooch is gonna be there, so I guess that's okay. But Ivan's really cool.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Pooch is a very nice guy.
There you are. Is there audio degradation? Are you getting... Oh, never mind. It cleared up. All right.
We're flying through this, I tell you what.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. We'll see you in Amsterdam next month. In 2 months. Yes, I wish. Mike says, wait, Pooch is a selling point?
Let's just say this, Mike. They don't put it on the flyer.
For the insiders.
They warn you when you come through the door. Pooch is here. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
OBS bot cameras are fairly priced and great quality.
OBS bot cameras, huh?
Are you familiar with them?
No. But I'm always looking for a good deal on a camera. So.
There you go.
So they mark these prep and load. I don't know which ones they would like you to. If I found the next one, I would have a better idea of where they're supposed to be. But I don't know 100%. They're roughly the same length, right? Yeah, they're all the same length.
Alexander Chappell and the Swedish Maker will be there, so I'm guessing the Nordic guys are coming. Do you know? Are you familiar with these makers? Alexander Chappell, the Swedish Maker.
Not right offhand. I'd probably know him if I saw him.
But that could be interesting. They made Pooch walk around the show with a balloon tied to him. Find or avoid, your choice.
Oh, that's not nice.
That's not a bad idea. I like it.
There
you go.
Load prep. All right.
Well, what is anybody have any good plans for the weekend?
It's time for what are you having today?
Well, no, not necessarily food-wise, just anything going on. Pretty quiet around here.
So load is the extruder side, so that's the one we want, and then prep is the trigger sensor side, is what it looks like. So
getting it figured out.
They say, okay, so the lever, gotcha. So just as thoughts occur to me, I will share them with you, because why else would we be streaming this? So the load side, or the trigger side, is just a regular old end stop with a flap on top. And then you've got the end stops with the rubber push button that go on the bearing that I showed you before. So these go inside the extruder part. So there you go. Now you know what I know.
Oh, there we go. Alexander is the guy that Grindfinity ripped off. Hope he's doing well. Maybe I'm saying it. Grindfinity. Watch Chris build a BoxTurtle, then sleep. Yeah, that's the big plan. Let's see. Sitting at work. Yay, boo. Working on printing parts for my upgrade of the 100 Core XY 3D printer. Just 3 more parts for the gantry, and then time to break it down and rebuild. All right.
Nice.
That'll be fun. Fun having a project. There you go. Are you going with cutter head mod on the print head for your trident?
I think I really do think the cutting is the way to go. I mean, I think if you want success every time, the cutting's going to be where it's at. I'm kind of into like the whole, I'm going to make this software work whether it wants to or not. So I'm going to start with trying to do tip shaping, like the traditional multi-material route. So we'll start there, and hopefully I can get it to work semi-decently, and then I'll give and move on to cutting.
There you go.
So we can do a little bit of both.
Oh, Andy's here. Hi, Andy. How are you?
Hey, Andy.
How's it going? They just announced Jonathan, he's from Keep Making and Multiboard, to be there as well. Excellent. Well, I hope you have a good time, Maurice.
Sounds like
It's always fun going to those things. What are the advantages of ERCF?
Yeah, I was talking about that before. I really don't know because I've never tried one. MMU, I'm very familiar with Prusa MMU, which is the carrot feeder is based on, basically, but it's quite a bit different. But it's kind of the same principle. Over this, I mean, there really wouldn't be... The carrot feeder might be a little faster, maybe.
Bob Karn says no buffer.
No buffer. That's true. That good point, Bob. This you don't need to buffer the filament when you're backing it out, right? So it's got an extruder on each lane that controls it for you. So you bring the filament in, you print with it, you back it out. The extruder puts it back on the spool, so you don't have to deal with the buffer. Thank you, Bob.
There you go. Maurice says he's going to promote an open source project. I help working on a little bit as well. That'll be good. I hope that hope you get some good feedback and some good response to your project. So did we decide what you wanted to take to Murph if we end up going? I think maybe this year we just go and wander around and look at stuff and just be part of the...
For the low price of gummy bears, you can have me at your table.
That's right. Find somebody to hang out. We can always snag a maker table if we want.
That means I'm coming to your table.
Yep.
Hey! You want me to sit here, don't you?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, we talked about wrangling Chuck into something. Chuck is he usually likes to do the, like, I bring stuff, put it on a table, and then he just walks away, which is always a good method.
Yeah.
Then when you're not, you still have stuff there,
Yes.
so you're not chained to the table.
Mike Fancy says, just go and be amongst the people.
There you go.
We've never been to one of these things where we're not just sort of stuck behind a table the whole time, where we can actually
It's true.
wander around and chit chat and pester other people that are trying to...
The only thing I've always thought about, like, if I didn't have a table, like, I wasn't... the table makes me feel like that I need to be there. If people show up to my table, I want to be there.
Sure,
in case they're
yes,
looking
of
for me.
course.
But if I don't have a table, it's going to be really hard not to, like, when somebody says, hey, I'm going to the chicken wing place. I was like, I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then come back and then,
Well,
me too. Let's go.
that's true. And Murph, I mean, I understand you're being compelled to stay behind the table. But, Mirth is a little different. You can get out, walk around a little bit, do your thing. And, people come by when I'm there and you're not. And I just say, oh, he's out there. I mean,
Yeah.
see if you can't find him. But he'll be back in about 10 minutes. You're not usually gone.
Right.
I think you do a lap, it might take you, 45 minutes or so if you're getting content and doing stuff. But most of the time, you're just sort of wandering around. And that's my plan at shows. Hang out at someone else's table. Wink, wink. LOL. Wait, I'm saying wink, wink. Mike Fancy did not say. He said LOL. I'm saying wink, wink. Mike Fancy. Team basement.
Team basement.
Bring a fishing pole and string up some gummies and see if you can hook a Chris. There you go. He'll bite.
Yep. It's my one weakness.
You do like your candy.
Right. But it'll be, either way, it's good to just go see everybody.
Yeah, for sure. It's always fun. It's like camping.
Kind of like camping.
Kind of like camping. I don't know. It has a camping vibe. Probably because it's on a 4-H campground. But
That would
I
be
don't
one
know.
reason.
It's just a different vibe there, and I like it. I'm here for it. Very relaxed.
It's
We
not
go
the
to Wings,
worst.
etc.
Yeah, it's not the worst drive in the world.
Nah, you could go through Amish country. It's really nice. I don't like sitting in traffic around Chicago. 45 minutes sitting in traffic or 45 minutes to drive around Amish country. I'll take the drive part.
Well, it doesn't seem, if you go that route, it doesn't seem like there's any avoiding it, at least in our driving process.
Yeah. What did we had done? We go through Indiana, Amish country route going in, and then going out, we go by Chicago. We take that route by Chicago and come back down.
Yeah.
But
That's usually the best way to avoid traffic coming from our direction.
how many times have you been tricked by free candy on the side of a white van? Only once.
Only one.
And he ain't falling for that again.
No,
Earth has been too crowded to get a good cast of people fishing. That's probably true. But you can't miss.
anybody driving around in a white van that wants to get free candy, I want the candy, and they're going to be really upset if I don't get it.
My Maker Box and Alien 3D UFO should arrive Monday or Tuesday. Now that Cocoa Press is shipping, everything goes at once. Eventually,
Oh, cool.
it should all come in the same box. There you go. Getting it all at once. How are we doing over there?
Doing good. How are we doing on time? Almost 2
we're
hours.
doing all right. We're almost
We're,
2 hours.
we're building extruders. That's the only problem with these types of projects. You got to do everything 4 times.
Yeah.
So we're putting together extruder gears.
I would imagine it gets a little tedious.
It does, but this thing, the directions and everything, it flies together. So
Mike has to go through Detroit and then culture shock to Goshen. Yeah. But you've been there enough times there now. You know what to expect. I didn't realize Murph was so close to me. I might just have to check it out. You absolutely should.
if it's
Where do you live?
relatively easy to get to, then you got to check it out.
I want to visit a U.S. Maker Fair, as that's where most of the people that got me into 3D printing are. You were the biggest influence when I got my first printer because of your enthusiasm for the hobby. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Michigan City, Indiana. Well, shoot. How far? That can't be that far, is it?
I used to be enthusiastic about the hobby. Now it's just meh. It seems like it's been over. I think we're getting ready to have our 8th birthday.
Yeah,
In-
you've
in
been on a
June?
long time. Oh, hell. You're an hour out. An hour. That's a day trip.
Gotta go now.
Heck yeah, you do. Saturday morning, come out, hang around Goshen all day, and then drive home for an hour. Got no excuse.
That's a Midwestern run for tacos.
There's
It's not a trip.
That's right. That's field trip.
That's
That's
right.
nothing.
There you go.
There you go. Looks good. I love going to Murph. As it is a 3D printing family reunion every year. That is true. If it weren't for Chris, I wouldn't be doing as much with 3D printing. I'm in Idaho. Every major 3D event is venue culture shock.
Yeah, you're a ways away from everything at that
That's
point.
true.
Rocky Mountain isn't so bad. I mean, it's still, a ways out, but not terrible.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate when folks comment that I help them with 3D printing in some way. That's the only reason I do it.
Well, that's nice.
It's definitely, I just did my taxes. It's not for the money in any way, I can tell you that. But it is nice to at least get a little back. YouTube still does pay a little money, so that's nice.
That is nice.
Anything that comes back is appreciated, right? All right. Do I have to worry about how well these line up?
Peak hour drive to work is only an hour, 15 miles in an hour. That stinks. An hour to go 15 miles.
Ugh.
Yeah. We don't have that problem here. Oh. 50 minutes. Yeah, that's a little ways for such a short place. What? We don't really have that. Nothing takes an hour to get to unless you're like leaving the city. I can remember watching Chris back when Ender 3 was a new thing. And then I jumped from Marlin to Klipper.
Yep. I remember having the conversations about like, have you heard about this new company, the Creality? They sell these crazy cheap printers. I remember having those conversations.
Yes.
CR10s.
Yeah. I remember the CR10.
Oh, yeah.
I still have my Mario Star tree topper
Yeah, that was the biggest
made on the CR10.
That was the biggest machine I had for years.
That was the one. Gerard says, I complained to my father about paying taxes. He replied, you're paying taxes? Good. It means you're making money. That is true.
Well, you got me there.
Red Light still has his CR10.
Nice.
Good for you, man.
Somebody has my CR10, and I shipped it to someone.
Mike,
I don't remember
did
who.
you ship it to Red Light Mike?
I don't think it was Mike. Maybe it was. I don't remember now. M38s, 10s. Starting to get more empty baggies than that's when I start to get confused. There we go. How you doing over there? You staying warm?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. The
Your heater
helps.
working?
Yeah, the heater's doing good. Everything's working out.
I am just ecstatic that it's going to be, over 0 today. So
Oh, me too.
I feel like we should do something, and then I'm like, what? And I'm like, nothing.
What will we do? Nothing.
I don't know. But we're
next
boring.
week, though, we'll get out a little bit. And especially after daylight savings, we'll really start. Oh no, the dryer stopped. Yes. It's done now. We'll finish up laundry after we're done here. And I get to go upstairs and fold it and put it away. It's my favorite thing.
Yay! Laundry.
I love it.
Nothing like an endless cycle of things.
Mike owns a few CR10 variants. It's sitting quietly.
Yeah. I did my best to try to get out from underneath all the printers. I've done pretty good at giving away machines. I don't have a lot still sitting around. There's some though that I can't part with them for one reason or another. I still have a Anycubic Cossel Delta that I bought in like 2017. And I don't know why, but it's like, it's not a great printer, but it always worked. So I still have that one. I can't seem to part with it.
Here you go. While in Goshen, you might try to get to the Shipshawana flea market if you're into that sort of thing, which I am. I like looking at things.
Totally.
And then both you like that too. You like flea markets and stuff.
Flea market, swap meets, I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm. Just go and walk and browse and possibly purchase.
I just feel comfortable.
Haggle.
I feel comfort in knowing other people have as much junk as I do.
Yes.
We share the same
It's
problem.
True, yes. So we might have to look for that. Shipshawana flea market. Well, if we run into you at Murph, we'll have to go.
There you go.
There you go. At least you're not starching and ironing Chris's undies. No, I don't have to starch and iron. I don't iron anything.
I can't even tell you the last time I had to iron something.
Steve Schwartz says, give away your Prusa Mini and I'm done with you.
I still got my Mini. The Mini's great. I love the Mini.
Yeah. There you are.
Well, I can say that all the parts and everything have just turned out well. Again, this is all ASA. Everything fits. Everything's nice. Very happy with it.
Good. It looks like everything's coming together really nice. Just super easy, no problem. I heard Sergio say that he's learning what not to do. This was earlier in the chat. He's teaching you lessons about not doing things with your bare hands.
Yes. That's what I do for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't do what Donnie Don't does.
Absolutely.
Don't do your taxes.
Filament in the dryer. Filament in dryer done. Time to stack, vacuum, pack, and stack. There you go. Getting organized.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yes.
Spaceballs the Gulf.
Spaceballs. I was debating on whether to bring that up. Spaceballs the Gulf.
No matter what your thoughts are about that, I'm all about Spaceballs the Gulf. Spaceballs the anything.
Gulf. Yes.
Love it.
Since it's the Gulf. Yes, Gulf of America now. Spaceballs the Gulf. I need to change my display name. That really is a great movie. I do like to, you know what we watched the other day? Adventures in Babysitting. I made Chris watch. I'm sick, so I get the remote. When I don't feel good, I'm sick, and I get the remote, and we have to watch stupid movies.
I don't want to seem insensitive to my wife being sick. I mean, I do care that she doesn't feel well, but the movies she watches, good Lord.
Yep. So I watched Adventures in Babysitting. Oh, that movie, Big Business. I don't know if anybody remembers this movie. It's Big Business, and it has Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin in it, and it's about twins that were switched. It's comedy, obviously, but it's about twins that were switched at birth.
See what I'm saying?
1980, a little later on. I remember being a little older, so 86, 87, maybe even older than that. Chris is gone ludicrous.
Ludicrous. Plaid.
They've gone plaid. I said, not in here, mister. This is a Mercedes.
Still funny.
Hilarious.
The fact that that's Joan Rivers always kills me.
Yes. Yes. May the Schwartz be with you. Adorable.
Now you got her going.
Yeah, now you got me going.
We did, though, talking about the movie she was watching, that's one thing. But we did watch Down Periscope the other day.
That's right, Down Periscope.
Which is a classic.
Yes. What's that? There's a couple of lobsters duking it out.
That's my favorite line. A couple of lobsters duking it out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I could also quote Spaceballs pretty much all day. And then Airplane. I can there's a ton of Airplane quotes, and I love that movie too. Airplane's hilarious. Used Cars. That is a funny
Used
movie.
Cars, yeah.
Yes.
Nobody ever had a heart attack over $100. I think it was $100. I don't remember now. I gotta
Yeah.
go watch it. It's what I think about every time I go to the car lot.
So the next time you're sick, Andrew says the next time you're sick, Buckaroo Banzai,
There you go.
and they live on repeat. It's great for 3 days. He was at least working. Just watched another Twins movie, The Parent Trap. Oh, Lindsay Lohan. Yep. Before Monty Python, yes. Now I'm not quite as familiar with Monty Python as some are, but I did watch a few. The Holy Grail, and Down Periscope, the most accurate Navy movie. I hope so.
I only hope.
Don't call me Shirley. That's right. Looks like picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue. That's the one I like.
You tell your dad.
That's right. Oh, jeez. Roger.
I used to work with a guy talking about movies like that. I used to work with a guy that every time he'd see me, he would have some sort of Airplane or Spy versus Spy quote or something like that along those lines.
Did he?
Yeah. Doctor. We did that often.
No, who did that? Is that who did the doctor routine? That was that Kids in the Hall?
I want to say that was from.
Or is that a Monty Python?
I think
Who does Doctor?
Yeah, I remember it being. Leslie Nielsen, but I don't recall what film that was.
Adam set Spies Like Us.
Spies Like Us. That's what I was trying
Good
to
one.
think of.
Fix 'em, Mike.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Doctor.
I do like that one. I did like Spies Like
That's one we gotta watch again. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
It's really funny. Adam Savage and Grant Imahara did it. Yes.
Doctor. Yeah.
Marx Brothers.
Poor Grant.
Gerard says Marx Brothers.
Yeah.
Stripes.
Stripes. Yeah.
Also a good one. That's right. That was just the facts, Jack. And lighten up, Francis.
Lighten up, Francis. I've known a lot of people that said that one over the years.
Yeah. Three Stooges did it. All right. Well, that's like who's on first and stuff. That's Abbott and Costello, though, I think, which I'm not super familiar with them, but I do like Spies Like Us, though. It's been a long time. There you go.
Yeah. I'm still
I
gonna
love the
say
bit in
that-
Airplane 2 when William Shatner does the noise when and opening and closing the doors on the moon base. We were just talking about that the other day. Do you remember that when we were discussing the
Yeah.
sh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Calling Dr. Howard. Yeah, I've got it. Uncle Buck. That's always a good one. What did we watch? Oh, The Great Outdoors last week, too. We watched The Great Outdoors. That's pretty funny.
Yep. That's a classic.
Yep.
You know what those hot dogs are made out of? I just think it's hilarious that the raccoons they have a spiel out there
Yeah. So yeah.
while they're digging through the trash.
What's the other William Shatner thing that they do? The knobs and switches and lights and switches and lights and I can't remember the exact words, but it's pretty funny. And it looks like a big Tylenol. Oh, real genius. It's not very, you're right, it's not super quotable, but I've seen that movie about 1,000,000 times.
Oh man, that thing's it used to be always
Yes, and Christmas Vacation, which we watch every year.
That's a sponsor. That if Nipex Pliers would sponsor the channel, that'd be great.
That's what you need.
But you really only need one set, so I guess that really doesn't matter.
There you go. Funny Farm, I've seen that a couple of times. That's pretty good. I like Funny Farm.
It has its moments.
Mhm.
The mailman's always the best part, where he's just
Yeah.
throwing the mail out when he passes by.
Yes. I've started rewatching The Walking Dead. Well, on my sick time. Oh, Vince says for us in public safety, it was Super Troopers. Yes. Yes. Anyway, yeah, I started rewatching The Walking Dead. Now I'm not even halfway through season 1, but I just started watching it. Right, meow. That's right. Grow a mustache. I like Super Troopers. I don't see it a lot, but it's funny. That's a good one. Always the old scary movies and the movie Hot Shots. Oh, that's with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
There's a couple of those.
There's some funny ones there. Old scary movies. Like what? Like Walking Dead, or not Walking Dead, Night of the Living Dead. Those kinds of scary movies.
So say we talked
The
about
Blob.
we talked about Comet the other day, and like it's a national thing,
Psycho.
but we get the move the print and play supports as shown. Oh, okay. But we get that channel, and the other I always like at 8 o'clock they always play a movie, 8 o'clock Central, and sometimes it's pretty interesting. And the other day it was the original Night of the Living Dead, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Vince says, best of the best of the best of what's left. Yep. Andrew Rogers likes the old Godzilla movies. Ah, there you go. The satire scary movies that made fun of the regular ones, the Wayans brother movies. There you go. That's they did didn't they do Scary Movie?
Yeah.
They did Scary Movie. Which is pretty funny. I like those movies, although I don't really like raunchy jokes. And I mean a little bit's okay, but I don't really care for like
Jeez, that thing
raunchy jokes. They get a little raunchy for me. Living Dead original where there are super slow zombies. Yes.
Yep.
Me too. I'm looking forward to 28 years later. Me too. And it's the same guy, which I'm also quite interested in.
That should be interesting at least.
Yeah, I like that. That's neat. I'm looking forward to that one too.
We watched the first one. Did we ever watch Weeks Later? I know we did Days not too long ago.
I don't think we
went back
watched
that Weeks.
But we have seen it, within the last few years. Did anybody see Nosferatu? I know, Andrew, you're not into those kinds of movies, but did anybody see Nosferatu? I know we talked about it on the last stream, but yeah, that guy. Cecil something. I liked it. Kind of artsy. Yeah. That's him.
More fartsy, less artsy.
Yeah. It's artsy horror. Fancy pants horror. I saw that HBO is going to do Welcome to Derry, which was an It prequel. Yeah, I didn't think Weeks Later was as good either, but still a story to be told. Yeah. Did I ever mention I hate Walmart? Oh, Chris. Is that where she sent you? Good Lord.
She trying to ruin your day?
I
There's nothing more infuriating than going to Walmart on a Saturday.
No way. I had to go to the Gladstone Walmart on Friday for school, and there you go. Fixin' Mike says, Fixin' Gal doesn't do scary movies, so I have to try and work them in on my own here and there. I want to see the new Nosferatu. It's good, and it should be streaming soon enough. Fixin' Mike, it's good. You know, it's Bram Stoker's. I mean, same storyline, you know, but it's so well done. It's just a really beautiful movie. Like, I mean, it's not, obviously the subject line isn't beautiful, but like it's very well put together, very artsy. It's good, real good. If you're a movie person, I would say this should be on your list. Costco on Sunday is pretty horrific, I would imagine. Cockneys versus Zombies is a great film. I've not seen that one.
Huh.
Cockneys as in the London, like a Cockney accent?
And the English
Is
folks?
that what you're referring to?
I hope so, because now I want to see it.
Chris Russell says he wants to see Nosferatu as well. It's not, yeah, I don't care for campy scary, but I like vampires and stuff. I think you'll like this. I don't even think it's scary. I mean, there's a few little jump things in there, but, you know, it's good. Yeah. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You make me sing.
I haven't seen that even on TV in a very, very long time. All right, we're gonna finish step 3. We have 5 more pages to go, and then we will be done for the day. How about that?
Okay.
We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes right at the moment.
All right.
3:30s.
Yeah, well, I guess we're about due. Let's see. If you like zombie movies, you must see Fido. We'll have to look into that one. We have a brand new Wolfman and Dracula. I want to see that Wolfman movie. I'm not sure if it's still in the theaters or not. We might have to catch that one on. But it's got that gal from Ozarks in it. Ozark, that show that was on Netflix. I like her. So I would be interested in seeing the new Wolfman movie. Now Blade was a good vamp and impeccable acting. Why he didn't win an Oscar for his performance
Robbed
in the Blade movies is beyond me. I did like the Blade movies, so they're good. And so 90s, aren't they? Aren't they just the quintessential 90s movie?
Very.
But the music and the hair and the clothes. Yeah. So, yes. That is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Amazing.
Was it one thing Blade isn't immune to? Taxes.
That's right. Zing.
Zing! Gotcha, Blade. Daywalker, huh? How about the federal government?
Accountant 2. I saw that was coming out. I'm interested. I'll see that one. That's funny.
That's horrible, isn't it?
Universal Monsters rule. I've not seen Universal Monsters.
I've never seen that movie. I've went to watch it a couple times and never made it happen.
Have a hard time with that one?
Well, there's one Universal Monsters rule that, I mean, there is like a movie. I have seen a movie like where there's a mashup of like, you know, all the old school monsters. And I cannot remember where I've seen that now. but I'd have to go look. There's like one of those kind of throwback style movies. Thumb
Well,
screws. No, that's a look up for later.
I was gonna
but
say I'll look it up if
No,
that's what you're going to do.
no.
Have you seen the Chucky series?
Chucky's
Not the films, the actual series. There's a series? Where is this? Like a show, huh?
Hmm.
Let's see. It was on 3 seasons. It made it 3 seasons, huh? It's on Peacock. Ha! I mean, I was never a huge Chucky fan, but it might be worth a look. How's the storyline on that? I can't imagine. But I mean, it lasted 3 seasons, so it must not be all bad, huh? Dracula, Wolfman, Black Lagoon, The Mummy.
All the old school characters.
As a grandparent, I would argue Chuck E. Cheese is scarier. It scared me. I didn't like the Chuck E. Cheese dancing automatons.
What were they called? The Bear Jamboree or something?
Band. What was the band from Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't think I got those inserts quite right.
Somebody will
Maybe
come up
some
with it
two of
before
them.
I can plug it in. Huh. I might have to look into it. The bear was Showbiz.
Showbiz.
Showbiz Pizza.
And then it turned into Chuck E. Cheese.
Correct.
Yeah. Because it was Showbiz Pizza when I was a kid. That one works okay. I don't think I got my the heat insert on this quite flush.
Has anybody seen Five Nights at Freddy's? Not bad. Not good either, but not a bad movie.
I don't know, man. What is up with Nick Cage?
I don't know.
That was kind of a...
Munch's Make Believe Band.
Huh.
The band included Chuck E. Cheese, Helen Henny, Mr. Munch, Jasper T. Jowls, and Pasquale. That's according to Google AI.
Huh. Alrighty.
So there you go.
More than you ever wanted to know.
Yeah. Nolan Bushnell? Who's that? Let's see. Oh, he is the creator of Chuck E. Cheese. Cool. That's neat. Let's see. Do we have Farrell's ice cream in the Midwest? No, we have Andy's custard. Not bad. Oh, Zelda liked Five Nights at Freddy's. They know all the stuff about Chuck. Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Yep. Chuck E. Cheese didn't make it to season 4. Bummer. They get a little more lead time too on the streaming channels. They do a little bit. They give them some time. I had kids in the early to mid 2000s. I've already lived 5 nights at Freddy's, so it doesn't seem scary to me. I wouldn't say it was scary. It's got PETA from Hunger Games, though. Oh, he founded the Atari, too, this Nolan person. Cool. Founder of Atari and Pizza Time Theater.
What can't he do?
Yeah. Yeah, 5 Nights. Yeah, it's a good one. I liked it. I mean, again, it's It's not a good movie, but it's not a total waste of time. What else are you gonna do on a Tuesday night? Watch a movie. We eat dinner and then we watch a movie. That's what we do. By then, and then a little bit of X-Files, and then it's time for bed. Shakey's Pizza?
Yeah, Shakey's.
What is Shakey's?
That I don't know that we ever had them out here, but it's a pizza chain. Like I know it was out in the West Coast. Shakey's Pizza.
The original Musk. Bushnell was the original Musk, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it's an ice cream parlor with a magic store. Now that would be neat. That candy store we went to in Omaha was pretty neat.
Where was that?
In Omaha, that candy store right across
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
hotel.
yeah. They had all kinds of crazy stuff in there.
Fix a Mike, are you staying in the old market area there in Omaha? Because that's a pretty fun little place and lots of restaurants. There's a tiki bar in there that's a lot of fun, and then but there was a candy shop there, and it's kind of neat. What is the cost to build one of these box turtles?
There's a link in the description to the kit from that LDO makes the kit. There's a lot of people that sell it. I have a link from Fabreeko. Again, not affiliated. They just had it in stock. I wanted to say it was either 200 or 300.
There you go. Square Pan Pizza. Was that the name of a restaurant, or was that just a type like Detroit style pizza?
Just 300 plus whatever the filament is going to cost you.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Best cardboard ever. Oh, Looks and Mike says his in-laws got a house. Well, if you ever have the time, go to that old market, and there's shopping and restaurants and all kinds of things. You can wander around and look at stuff.
Looking at stuff.
Looking at stuff. Plus cable to your printer, Maurice says.
Yes. You will need a handful of things.
Yes, that's right. Andy, yeah. And across the street, there's ice cream, which we went to, and I got ice cream, and it was delicious. Jeremy missed the candy shop. Well, it'll still be there, I'm sure. It's good.
There's a couple of gitchy
There's a few
little
gitchy
places
shops.
there.
Chris and I had a great time. So it was just raining cats and dogs. It was terrible. Windy storm. I mean, kind of scary, actually. Windy storm. It was ripe for a tornado, but it didn't happen, which was good for us. But I do think there was a microburst there in Omaha. Sirens were going off, and we ended up ducking into the Blue Sushi place.
sushi
We went to a
place.
sushi place. We had a nice long dinner and just kind of waited out the storm. And we had a lovely time. And then I talked him into going to, I think I showed you guys some pictures
Yeah, we showed
last year.
pictures
We
of
showed
that when
pictures.
we
Then I
came.
talked him into going to a tiki bar, and we had a ball. It was fun. There's a monster themed bar around the corner from the hotel. He said, we'll have to check it out. We may go up there. We went when we were there last year. The Storm Chasers were not playing. The baseball team was not playing. So, but if we're ever looking for a day over kind of thing, that might be kind of fun to. We might go back to Omaha. We'll see. It's so close, and it's just so easy to get to.
Yeah, that's really the thing. I mean, it's just, again, I've talked about this a million times, but people in the Midwest go to other Midwest towns that are exactly like yours and for vacation.
That's right. Omaha people come to Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's what you do.
Yeah, it's just fun.
So, yeah, that's a Midwest vacation.
Yeah. It's just a whole little area, Fix and Mike, and you can just park and walk once you're there if the weather's nice. And it's not too far from the ballpark, so it may be close to where you're staying. I hear Omaha has great mutual life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
The Monster Bar. I'll have to look into that if we're there. That sounds like fun. It is neat. It's a neat area. And
It's not too far from the zoo either.
no, it's close to the zoo and close to that ballpark where the storm chasers play. And that's something else, Mike. If you fix a mic, if you haven't been over there, Omaha is a great zoo. Like real nice. So there you go. It'll be pretty warm there though for in the middle of June, but still.
He's from Texas. He can handle it.
You can handle it. We got real hot. We went to the zoo. When we were there last, I went to the zoo. I think we made it a couple of hours, but we weren't planning on staying super long either. But I think we made it a few hours, and then
It was like the hottest week of the summer as
oh
well.
yeah, it was real hot. Okay for ducking in and out of air conditioning, but not good for stomping around the zoo. There. The zoo is amazing. We try to go there every year. Well, it's just fun.
Omaha Zoo is what Kansas City Zoo would like to be.
Absolutely. Although the zoo at Kansas City is very nice.
They're stepping it up.
They're-
Now we have an aquarium.
We have an aquarium.
But again, they're trying to be Omaha.
That's true. What's that? Marta told me. It's a small zoo, but we have all the animals. So Showbiz Pizza was originally a franchise of Chuck E. Cheese, but found a different animatronic shop and backed out of the franchise agreement. There you go. After Chuck E. Cheese went bankrupt, Showbiz bought it. Good to know.
Man, we know all kinds of facts
little
about Showbiz
tidbit.
now.
Hello, Wraith. Zelda and Angie like zoos. We like zoos too. We like to go to the zoos and we like aquariums. And we really like to go to what was like that place in Surprise that we went to
Oh, like the
safari type
the
place.
roadside
Anything
top,
drive
yeah.
through or it wasn't really a zoo, it was more like a rescue type place.
Yeah.
But we went and we really enjoyed it. Ah, it was on John Oliver about Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, I saw that, John, that you posted that earlier. I'm kind of in and out with John Oliver. I watch him sometimes, and then I don't. It's one that I have to stop and watch, though. I can't like watch John Oliver and do other things. If I want to watch John Oliver, I have to stop what I'm doing and watch him. He's one you need to pay attention.
That
But
get
I
ya?
do like that show. Huh?
Did that get you? I pulled this rubber band off and it shot a plastic piece. I heard it ricochet.
I heard something. Yes.
I don't have any gummy bears to throw at you today, so I got to throw plastic
Well,
parts.
all right. Oh yeah, we like that stuff, and we like science museums and things like St. Louis has a nice. Oh, St. Louis has a nice. We talked about driving to St. Louis for a Royals game here before too long. Maybe this summer. Maybe. I like to throw these things out and then we see when we get closer. But they have a drive-through sightsee park. So there you go. Drive-through safari. It's fun. We had one in San Antonio has one, and you can feed the animals. They'll stick their head right in the car.
That's an interesting one. They're very friendly
Yeah.
at the San Antonio one. So.
Hello, Scott. How's the build going? He wants to know.
It's going great. Directions are awesome. It's very straightforward. We're just getting ready to complete all 4 of the extruders. I'm putting the zip ties on.
Oh, Chris says nice. Nashville has a nice zoo. Just saying.
I know. I gotta come to
I've
Nashville.
heard. Maybe I can get him out there this summer. Nice. Angie found it when we took a vacation in St. Louis a couple of years ago. Cool. Build is going well, and we're all hungry. I am hungry also. Yes, I'm ready for some lunch.
It's time for lunch.
That's cool, Jeremy. I try to poke around and find little things for us to do.
I don't like these zip ties.
I like the little out of the way places. I like the little hidden gems, Ooh, ribs. There you go. Glenn Hoag's getting ribs.
Mm.
We're boring. I think I'm just gonna make some popcorn chicken freezer popcorn chicken and a few fries for lunch today. I'm boring. Chris though is going to have ramen. I got some fancy ramen.
We have some ramen that looks pretty tasty.
Not just your regular, not the 29-cent ramen from the grocery store, but a fancier version of ramen. So he's gonna give that one a try. Bob's still full from the corner cafe. Well, good for you. That'll hold you over for a while. That sticks to your ribs.
I would much rather have the small zip tie for this. These are very tiny.
I think we're doing pizza for dinner tonight. You don't have a little zip tie? Aren't there some upstairs? You want me to go get some?
I've got a million of them. I'm just trying to decide what... I don't know. It's not just a little... It's the width. There are some... like these. There's some of these that would be way easier to get through here. Yes, those are tons easier.
There you go.
So they give you these, which are multicolored, which is awesome. They give you these, but they would fit, but you'd fight them all day. You can get these smaller ones, and I have just a few that go right in there. I would rather do that myself. Just a note of something. Anytime I change anything at all, I like to update you. I thought there was some of these in here, but maybe not. There's one.
We also added the veggie mix. For ramen, I add the veggie mix from Ramen Bay. Definitely upgrades the grocery store ramen. We have a bag of veggie mix also. Dump some of that in there. Good stuff. I doubt I think he's just going to do the regular, no meat or anything. Just have ramen and then something else. But I think this'll be good. Yes, it certainly does. Jeremy said it was a couple of years ago. We had Aiden when he was young. When they took the kids, they went to the kids museum in Omaha too. So
I've heard good things about that.
Ooh, Dominic's making feta cheese. Cool.
Whoa, cool.
There you go, sriracha. Put sriracha in there.
Yep. The ramen place up the street from us, you can see the sriracha floating in the broth. It's tasty.
Yeah.
God, I'm so hungry.
I am too.
Stop. Jeez, it's killing me. Two more zip ties, then it's lunchtime, everyone. We did good today.
Did you get a lot done?
Got a lot of progress.
Yeah. Sergio's going to order some sushi. Good.
Nice.
Just had ramen with Portuguese sausage.
Portuguese sausage?
I've not had Portuguese. Is it different from... There's probably different spices and stuff. Daughter's favorite ramen is kimchi. That's right, Bob. Should have gotten you a cinnamon roll and found your house. That would have been nice. Where were you on that one, Bob? I'm just kidding. They do have really good cinnamon rolls. Did you have one while you were there? Did you have the cinnamon rolls at the corner are like plate-sized cinnamon rolls. They're gigantic and they're delicious.
I feel like I'm gonna slip into a coma.
Oh man. Just fly right out of the room. Similar to chorizo, but more heat. Ooh, that sounds good. Are we gonna do this the next stream? We're gonna finish.
I think we can knock out the whole build in one more stream.
Cool. Oh, they have mini cinnamon. Oh, good Lord. We're gonna have to go to the corner cafe here pretty soon. They have mini ones now. Are they mini or are they like mini for corner cafe and they're just regular
They're
size?
regular size. All right, we are in good shape. We have the base builds all 4 extruders are put together. Remember, it has an extruder that feeds in and out, so it puts it back on the spool for you. We are done with step 3. We have a total of 7 steps to go, but we are in good shape. Turtleneck looks like a pretty easy step. So we are in really good shape. I think we can get all the hardware built next stream. Pretty confident.
All right, good to know. All right, Maxim, hello. Gee, you're a little late, buddy. We're getting ready to go. But hello anyway.
There are always
Thank you
people
for
that
joining us.
Wander in at the end. That's fine. though.
Yes.
Get us next time.
Will you finish the software in the next stream?
No. I think the software is going to take some doing. We might just have to sit down and have a focus stream just for that. But
There you
I'll
go.
read up on it in between now and then and see what we can do.
Very nice. All right. And Bob
Yes.
says they're about a quarter of the size, so maybe slightly smaller than like what a regular cinnamon roll would look like.
We'll hold you to that. All right.
Mm,
Remind me. I won't forget.
it's going on the Trident.
Yep. We'll put it on the Trident.
Chris asked with the Trident.
Yep.
All righty. They're gonna hold us to it.
All right.
Sergio says so.
We'll get it done. By the time we have the next stream, it'll be beautiful outside. Summer will be here. It'll be awesome.
All right.
Well, maybe not summer, but warmer.
March 2nd.
Yep. Be good.
March 2nd was when we will be back.
All right. Thanks everyone for hanging out with
Or
us.
March 9th.
Thank you for the super chats and the basement bragging rights, all the memberships and everything. We always really appreciate that. And just for hanging out and being cool, because you all are. Anything from you?
Thanks for the conversation. It's always fun. I like chatting with you guys. You're hilarious. And thanks for coming.
Thanks. Now I'm starving to death and I'm going to go have some money.
Yeah. And now I'm going to try to talk Chris into going to the College World Series. Thanks, Fix Some Mike. It's probably too late now, but whatever.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll see y'all really soon.
Have a good one. Good
Bye.
night.